the streets of Israel flooded with tens of thousands of protesters once more, demonstrating against the government's ongoing judicial reform. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is leaving the country for a 3-day trip to London. He's scheduled to meet with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and the two are expected to discuss bilateral ties, the war in Ukraine, and of course, Iran. Netanyahu's trip to London is his 4th visit to a European capital since early February. The trips to Paris, Berlin, Rome, and now London are widely seen as an attempt to rally European powers against Iran and its nuclear program.
And Israel will do what we have to do to defend ourselves. As I told the Chancellor, the Jewish people will not allow a second Holocaust. The Jewish state will do everything necessary to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, period.
The topic of a nuclear Iran will be the main issue. I'm now leaving for a meeting with the President of France, and the main topic of our meeting will, of course, be Iran.
The UK, a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, is one of the main signatories to the 2015 JCPOA nuclear deal with Iran, together with Germany, Italy, and France. A deal that was meant to keep Iran from developing nuclear weapons, but was heavily criticized by Israel and the Trump administration. The US pulled out in 2018, and the agreement has all but fallen apart since. The timing of the visits is important. Europe is currently deeply concerned with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and with Iran providing weapons to Moscow, Netanyahu is taking the opportunity to highlight the dangers of the Islamic Republic and to shore up support to further isolate Iran from the international community. In addition, Netanyahu has turned his focus to Europe as relations with Israel's main ally, the US, are lukewarm at best. Netanyahu has not been invited to Washington yet, and unless that happens by the end of March, he'll be the first premier not to receive an invitation to the White House within the first 3 months of taking office since the 1970s, reflecting the rise in tensions between the two administrations since Netanyahu took power with the most right-wing religious government in Israel's history.